I just watched Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate, and yeah, it's pretty bad. And now I talked about Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate back when the trailer came out like a month ago, and basically I was just like, yeah, this looks bad, lol, and that's about it. Completely forgot it was coming out. But then I found out that it was coming out the same day as Dune 2, which already is like really hard competition because everyone is excited for Doom 2, not Doom, because everyone is excited for Dune 2, but luckily for Megamind 2, nobody likes Dune 2. Everyone agrees that the movie is one of the worst movies they've ever seen, and the movie is destined to bomb at the box office. So Megamind had a huge chance to be a huge hit and be a really good movie with no competition. However, the movie sucks ass. Like, I spent all night trying to figure out if I should actually watch this movie. If you can't tell by the way I look, I'm really tired and still recovering from a very allergic reaction I had recently to a particular food product, which I won't mention. Also, if you hear some noise in the background, it's this printing. I'm currently printing a Lego cup. I hope it turns out good, but I'm kind of worried because this filament isn't really that good. So I hope it turns out good, but I'm not confident. But I'd say, you know what? Screw it. I'll watch it. I got some issues with it. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up here so I could truly talk about this. So where do I begin with Megamind 2? Now, I could easily talk about how the animation looks bad. Like, everyone's talking about that. That's not new criticism. It's so disappointing that a movie from 2024 looks worse than a movie from 2010. And I get why. This obviously has a way smaller budget compared to the first movie, because at the end of the day, this was only made to sell a TV show. That's it. I'll talk about that towards the end of the video, but that's the entire point of this movie existing. The character designs is one of the most annoying parts of this movie, because you have the designs from the first Megamind movie, which obviously don't look as good as they did in the first Megamind movie. Like I said in my original video, they somehow de-Megamind Megamind, but I get it, you know, budget reasons. It's not going to look as good as the first movie. However, the new characters just do not blend in with the character designs that were established in the first movie. The first movie has a style. It has a specific character design that it sticks with through all the characters, but the new characters have a different design, like as if they got a different person to design the characters, which they probably did because pretty much everyone who's working on this movie did not work on the first one, which explains a lot. But the new designs just don't blend in with the characters from the old design. Do you get what I'm trying to say here? None of the characters really act like themselves from the first movie. Megamind doesn't really act like Megamind. He does Megamind things, but just something about him seems off. That's kind of an issue I have with all the returning characters. They don't really act like themselves. Like, they do similar things, but like something is off about them. They aren't really written properly. They are a hollow version of themselves. Like Megamind, he is known for his presentation. So in the beginning of the movie, he fights these fish people. So I was expecting him to have a big grand introduction to stop these fish people. But with him, like, all of his robots come in and just carry him and then they disappear and he shows up. It's like, okay, you had an entrance, but it's not really as in character as the first movie. It's a shell of his former self. Another issue I have is that the Megamind Superman is the worst part of the movie. She has no reason to be there. Like, she just helps Megamind out in situations that he wouldn't really need help in. And so she runs like this YouTube channel and like becomes like the social media manager. I think, if I remember correctly, that's how it went, which is like such a stupid thing. She is so annoying and has no reason to exist in the movie. Another thing is the Doom Syndicate. They are all very cliche and very generic. They aren't funny. They're boring. So the plot of this movie is pretty simple. Megamind has been a hero for the week, and his old crew, the Doom Syndicate, in prison, which for some reason they are wearing their regular costumes and not in orange jumpsuits like Megamind was in the first movie. That's just something that was confusing for me. Like, why are they not wearing jumpsuits? But whatever. They took this as the signal to break out of prison and meet up with Megamind so they can initiate
Phase 2.
And wacky stuff happens, and Megamind is trying to be a good guy while also having this facade of being a bad guy. But then it's revealed that Megamind actually is a good guy, and so Megamind and Doom Syndicate have to fight. Phase 2 turns out to be they have rockets under the city, and the plan is to put the city on the moon. They stop the Doom Syndicate, the city is saved, yay, and Roxanne becomes the mayor. But while that's going on, the B plot is that Minion, which they renamed, and I forgot the name, so I'm just going to be calling him Minion because it was a really stupid change, leaves Megamind and does his own thing. He starts working at a diner, and he changes up the diner, and it becomes super successful, and Megamind throughout the movie realized that he needs Minion, and so he goes meets up with Minion, and then him and Minion become friends again. That's the entire movie. I think the biggest issue this movie suffers with is that it is boring. It is really boring. There were so many times in this movie that I just wanted to stop watching because it was so boring. Nothing was really happening. This movie, it was an hour and a half. You could split this hour and a half movie into 40 minutes. And even then, that might be too long. And at the end of the day, this entire movie was set up to be the pilot to the Megamind Rules TV show, which released the same day as this movie. And I'm telling you right now, I am not gonna watch Megamind Rules because the second movie made me lose so much interest in anything Megamind other than the first movie. The first movie is really good. This entire movie was set up purely just to set up the TV show, when they could have made this movie the pilot to the TV show. So the answer to the question of the title that I might have named it, I'm not sure. Why is this movie so bad? I think it's pretty simple. It's because the people who made this movie did not give a shit. At the end of the day, this movie was only made as a piece of marketing for a TV show on Peacock. This entire movie was made to market a show on Peacock, to get people to go on Peacock. This is a piece of marketing. It is not ashamed of that because the movie is so lazy. It's lazy, it's boring, it's not ashamed of what it is, and I can respect that. However, it is so disappointing that this is our sequel. The first Megamind is really good, and this is such a disappointing downgrade. This franchise is ending from here, okay? It has lost a huge chunk of its respect. The post-credit scene is pretty simple. The Doom Syndicate gets introduced to Megamind's mentor, which is something that was talked about early on in the movie when he was talking about villain school, which was something that was never mentioned in the first movie. And Megamind's mentor was never mentioned in the first movie. I'm pretty sure it actually contradicts the first movie and what was established in the first movie. So this movie's like full of contradictions. But anyway, I cannot wait for Megamind 3, which is going to come out, I guess. Hopefully not. There's a post-credit scene to Megamind 2. So if you want to, you could easily say that this movie and the TV show is not canon to the first movie because of how much it breaks the canon of the first movie. So yeah, in conclusion, do not watch Megamind 2. It is a pretty bad movie, and to prove a point that general audiences do not want this, don't watch it. If you're gonna watch something on Peacock, watch Ted. Ted's a pretty good TV show. Quite enjoyed it. I didn't finish it, but from what I've seen of it, I quite liked it. So if you're gonna watch a movie or a TV show, don't watch Megamind. Watch Ted. Also, I think The Office is on there too. You can watch The Office too. I got this as a birthday gift. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Bye. Don't watch Megamind 2.